Okay, we're back in session, open the executive session at 8:22 p.m. Now, action from the work session, if any.
Make a motion to authorize city staff to advertise for bid the sale of the city, competitive bid, sale of the city-owned property at 5300 Blackstone Drive.
Have a motion and a second to go out, or authorize the city to go out and seek bids for the sale of the property at 5300 Blackstone in City of River Oaks. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Item number 19, update on substandard properties at 636 Cheney, 1513 Skyline, 1114 Harvard, 5016 Almena, 1909 Yale, 4844 Hartford, 5309 Cahill Oval, 1011 Roberts Cutoff, 1513 Roberts Cutoff, 940 Cody Court, apartment 6-13.
Do you want me to do this, or you?
You can do it, sir.
Okay, 636 Shimi, y'all know about that, because you entered an order last council meeting.
But that still is going to go to ZBA?
That will go to CBA on the 10th.
Okay.
But
This is the work on the,
yeah, the house itself.
right, not related to that.
Right. 1513 Skyline, we're moving forward with, I'm issuing the notice tomorrow morning for the 30 days. And we'll go from there because there's been no change, no word, no contact, so we're going forward.
Yep. It's been a long time, if I recall.
Yes, sir. 1114 Harvard has active water, has paid fees, and at last contact they were cleaning up the property, so they're doing some on it, enough that we haven't pushed for to bring it to council for public hearings. 5016 Almena, really we found an heir to the property, but she says she wants no part of it. I don't know how legally that holds up, but we're still gonna, I think, have to contact her, but we'll start the 30-day process on that also. 1909 Yale, they do have active permits and they are working on the property, so we are proceeding forward there. A new one, vacant house, 4844 Hartford. We did a warrant. We went in, we took pictures of the violations. The owner knows that the violations exist and that he is going to be receiving a letter also, starting the 30-day process. And 5309 Cahill Oval is the burnout. They have pool permits, and he has had some inspections done, and he's nearing completion. So, the 1011 Roberts Cutoff, they have active permits, and now the work is supposed to be starting, but I haven't seen anything unless somebody else has. 1513 Roberts Cutoff is the rear garage apartment that was a burnout. That's really going to probably end up being action taken by the council when actually the Building Board of Appeals, which is the council. And 940 Cody, I can get no response out of him, so we're moving forward with substandard on that.
Is that the apartments?
Yes, sir.
Is it both buildings or whatever, or?
It's just the one. From 6 to, well, they're all together almost, but.
Is it one? I thought it was multiple, no?
Yeah, it's,
2 buildings.
2 buildings.
And multiple apartments in each building.
Yeah.
But nobody's occupying any of the...
Not from 6 to 13, they haven't.
The first building has got.
It is, and it's always had people in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Or did we decide whether it was, what was the percentage, was it 50%?
I was directed by council, that's one thing I'm waiting on, is to get a civil engineer to do our part of it. Apparently, I've got one that's gonna meet with me, but I haven't done it yet, no.
Okay,
But I need to move forward substandard no matter what it is.
going back to the one without an air, there's no one that's claiming that house then?
Which one?
It says an estate, but
We've notified the estates, whoever the record owner is, but we're not required to research the probate and figure that out. Sometimes you can see and figure that out, but you just have to notify the record owner, whoever that may be.
So
And
is
we
that
just
something that
move forward.
Lime Barber would take care of to try to,
no.
Well, she's saying we move forward. Once we've done that, we've done all we have to do.
Right.
We'll keep going.
yeah, just like get it where somebody
And
get
then,
it,
of course, it'll be
turn it into
published
something.
and,
We'll send out the first notice,
right.
but then after that, we'll have to bring it to the board. for
And that's when
action.
it'll be publicly noticed and things like that. So that's an intent to let the world know, hey, if you have an interest in this property, come to this meeting.
Yeah, just like, we're not to sit there for 6 months or a year, and we're not doing anything. Let's jump on it and move forward to get somebody in there.
After the 30 days, we set it for hearings. We have to give them notice, give them 30 days, unless it's dangerous. But if it's not, it's normal substandard procedures by state law, give them 30 days to bring it into compliance. If they fail to bring it into compliance, then the building official notifies them, and they have to come before a hearing before this board, who will render a final decision.
And this property's boarded up. We boarded it up.
Yeah.
So it's probably will be demolished, needs to be demolished.
And I would say probably, yes, if that heir would, sign it over to someone, then it could be brought back, but if she continues, then it's gotta go before the board and...
She's adamant.
But
She
it's
doesn't
still
want
that
part of
person's
it.
responsibility, not ours.
At this point, it is.
Okay.
At any point, does the city acquire them?
I'm sorry?
At any point, can the city acquire them?
We can go in there and fix it up and put a lien on it, but we don't choose to do that.
I just hoping we could get to a process where somebody could buy it, and rehab it, or knock it down, put a new house on it, so
So
we...
the city can't put it up for sale or anything at any certain point, the family or the estate next to Ken has to.
Yeah, they'll have to do it.
Not much there's taxes on it.
Yeah, now, if there's delinquent taxes, that's a different story. But then they write it off to the, now they do it to the, school. No, they don't, they do it to the city, don't they?
Yeah.
They do it to the city.
It used to be whoever they owed the most.
Yeah. That's all, unless y'all got any questions.
I do, I don't see, I've had a question about this, and I can't remember the name of it street, the one that's right here.
It's the Hartford one.
Oh, it is?
4844 Hartford.
Yeah, how come that one's never on here, and it's been boarded up for a while?
We got an administrative search warrant to go into it. We needed to get inside. And the owner's hard to get. He owns several properties in town, but we couldn't get him by normal process, so.
But why is it boarded up? Was there a fire or something? Or is
It
it
was
just...
boarded up for some standard issues. You can issue a board-up order. In some cases, we have. Gives, maybe for 90 days or whatever to keep people from getting into them. But then we go forward with the process, and he's never done anything, so we needed to move forward. We've got a lot of them right now,
Yeah.
as you can see. There's
Yeah.
even more brewing, so.
And that's not understanding property value right now.
I know, that's why it's so surprising.
Anything else on the substandard? Hearing none, we're gonna move on to number 20. Discussion and/or action regarding updates from city manager advising the mayor and city council on personnel, city fiscal condition, pandemic, executive orders, scheduling council work sessions, future needs of the city, and other city manager recommendations. Marvin?
I think, Chief, you told me that with the one for the military, that there's 2 vacancies now?
Well, there's officially 3 vacancies, but we're in the process with the military guy. So, assuming he makes it through the police academy, then we'll hire him.
And Gordon, do you have an update on your personnel?
We are short 3 people, and then the code is also lacking 1, so it's all 4.
But we're gonna interview code for this position.
We're interviewing code applications. We have 3 applications. We have 2 applications for a meter reader, 1 withdrawal